stark contrast, right? Capricorn Rising, very, very different to Sagittarius Rising. Capricorn Rising is quite stoic, quite sincere, focus on loyalty. When Capricorn Rising arrives at the party, they might think, wow, what did this cost? They might say, wow, look at Samantha's handbag. How much did she pay for that? They might have a look and think, oh my God, is that gown Versace? So Capricorns can have, not to be insulting, a slight social climbing element. They are motivated by trappings of wealth and status. This is what they'll notice in any new situation. They'll notice money-making opportunities. But Capricorn will also notice what's real and what's fake. They'll soon suss out the people who are genuine and the people that aren't. And they'll be drawn to forming relationships with people who look solid and people who are also kind of modest and a little bit laid back. Now, Capricorns, a little bit like Sag Rising, like to deal with new situations with dark humor. So even if it's a tragic situation, it'll be the Capricorn Rising who finds a bit of dark humor to just kind of distract people or lighten the mood slightly. Because one way they like to deal with things by seeing maybe the ironic side or the funny side of life. Now, Capricorn Rising are coming to their own when there's a problem. So if something happens at the party, like the DJ decides he's had enough and he's going to leave, the sound system breaks down or the catering truck doesn't arrive, Capricorn will be in there to problem solve, work it out, and maybe even chip in a few donations to the host to say thank you. Capricorn will probably also arrive with a bottle of wine and a present because they're lovely, Capricorn Rising, because they love to show gratitude. Now, the early years of Capricorn Rising are often difficult, right? They could have had a difficult childhood because their parents were extremely strict and rigid, or because financially things were very difficult and the parents couldn't offer them a lot. So Capricorn grow up knowing exactly who they are and where they stand, right? They're very realistic about life, but they are resolved to turn the problems of their early life into great success. So they have enormous ambition, and their whole life is sometimes driven by trying to overcome the difficulties of their early childhood. Capricorn Rising are often not very socially confident. They often find meeting new people a bit hard, relating to people hard. But they are wonderful, firm friends and allies because even though they find it difficult to meet people, once they make friends, those friends are firm, secure, and they last for life, and they'll be very loyal to these friends. So with Capricorn, things don't come easy, but when they come, they're solid, they're reliable, they're stable, and they endure. And therefore, Capricorn Rising tends to have success later in life, and their success only grows and their confidence only grows. But initially, they're also quite modest and a little bit tense, all right? Sometimes there's big walls up with Capricorn Rising, so you need to take time to know them, and they'll know if you're not interested in getting to know them because you won't take time, and then they'll just flit away from you. So if you show genuine interest in them, they know they're onto a winner with you.